Imagine if not only are you having the question, did I even know that person, but it's also followed by, and being with them nearly got me killed or got me put in prison.
Everything you've been through with Sammy on this season, what has that journey revealed to you about her character this season?
At the crux of her journey is her integrity to her cause, which is the future of Sudan. One of my favorite things about her is that she is relentless in her pursuit of a better present and future for her country, that she's refuses to stop dreaming for what can be, even at the expense of her own life, even at the expense of her love. You know, I only put it in quotes because it's like, she's also like, for her, she's having a bit of an existential crisis, this season, because she's like, was that even real? Which is so disorienting. And because not only, I mean, many of us have been, I think it's very human to have an experience where you're in a relationship with someone and you're like, did I even know that person? But imagine if not only are you having the question, did I even know that person? But it's also followed by, and being with them nearly got me killed or got me put in prison, or ruined my whole life, literally. Turned her into a political prisoner to love the wrong person. It's a powerful and interesting journey that she's on because she's navigating so many different elements, but all at the same time.
With this next chapter, I'm curious if there was anything that you watched or read to emotionally tap into what Sammy was going through this season.
I went and I saw out like just interviews of people that had been political prisoners and also literature so that I could kind of get an accounting of what being in that state can do to a person's state of mind. And I feel like I found that amongst many intellects, while yes, there are parts of the ego and as it diminishes the humanity that it can kind of kill parts of the self and definitely alter parts of the self forever, I found that there was still often a common thread of a continued resilient belief in the cause. I think that, and as a Black person, I feel like we, just my existence alone is evidence of resilience against oppression. And so I wanted to find that thread in Samia's journey, like however it might manifest. And, they could kill many things about her, but they could not kill her brain, her experience, or her love for her country. But I think in her intelligence, she begins, we see her go on a journey of learning exactly what it is she needs to be in order to survive this moment.
One of the things I really loved about this season was kind of the slow build to that explosive scene we see in the trailer with Sammy and Dr. Rachel. What was it like performing that moment, and why did you feel it was so important for Sammy?
I was very aware that that was an integral moment, a pivotal moment for Samia for this season. And I really wanted to make sure that I was saying something. I know that sounds so blasé, but first of all, I didn't have to do much. I mean, that was exactly as written, that scene. I think that in that moment, Samia is really presenting her ethos, her new ethos going forward. I think it's something that's nodding towards, it is absolutely speaking about just as a concept, the takeaway that we want the audience to get of what the CIA in many ways is representing in this show and represents in the world, and especially to somebody who is from a region that has been so deeply affected by Western interference. But also she was, I think, serving as supposed to be sort of like this voice that is saying to the audience as well, like, this is the point. This is the conversation that we're having in this show, is that we're not over here being like, you guys are good guys. Do you sometimes do some things that are good? Arguably, yes. But let's be real. This is what you guys are up to. But guess what?
Oh,
What we need to do is watch this space. Because what is Samia going to do? That's what we need to be talking about.